Hello, Amelia. Are you at home right now? I'm outside your door and I want to talk to you. I have work today, so I'm not home. What's the matter? Did something happen? So you're not home then? I guess I'll just go inside for a little while then. Maybe I'll find something interesting to do. Wait, what? You're at my house? I don't really want you coming inside when none of us are home. It's not very polite or respectful. Why do you even need to go inside my house? Tell me the reason. There isn't really a reason. I'm bored and have some free time. I thought I would visit my son and his wife to see how they're doing. But since you're not home, I'll just look around and see what you've been up to. Why did you come to my house if you had no reason? Please leave right away. You can't just barge into our house without our permission. It's very rude and intrusive. I can't believe that you're talking to me like this. You really need to be showing more respect to me. I'm your mother-in-law, after all. You need to be more kind to me and let me do what I want. I'm sorry if I offended you, as I didn't mean to upset you. It's just that our house isn't always clean and ready for visitors to come. It would be nice if you could contact me in advance whenever you're planning to come over. I don't mind you coming inside if me and Kaden are home. I just don't want you going inside when nobody's there. I can't believe that you're telling me what to do. Why do I have to get permission from you to enter my son's house? I think that you're being a little too arrogant recently. Did your parents never teach you to respect your elders? I'm not trying to disrespect you at all. I just don't feel very comfortable with letting people inside my house when I'm not home. I'm going to be done with work in around 2 hours' time. Would you be able to come back later after I got home? Why do I have to come back later? I'm already here. I still don't really want you entering our house. It's okay. You don't need to worry about it at all. I'm going to be gone before you even come home. You won't even know I was here in the first place. What are you planning to do there then? Did you not come to visit me and Kaden? Neither of us are home right now. Would you please tell me what you're doing there? You keep on coming over recently. I would like to know the reason why. I thought that I told you the reason already. I'm here because I'm bored and have some free time. It's very disappointing that your memory is just as bad as your personality. You should try to remember what people say to you. I do remember you saying that I asked you for an explanation, and you haven't given me one yet. Being bored isn't a good enough reason for you to come over to our house. Nobody is home, and there is nothing for you to do there. Actually, I have plenty of things to do at your house. You don't need to worry about trying to entertain me. Oh yeah, I just remembered. There was some money lying around on that table. I'm going to take it all with me. You shouldn't leave money lying around like that. Wait, what? Are you taking my money again? This has happened so many times recently. I think that there's something seriously wrong with you. You're sneaking into my house without my permission and stealing my money. I know that you're my mother-in-law, but this is unacceptable. I can't believe this. You're over-exaggerating things again. You're making it sound like I committed a crime or something. You really are a terrible daughter-in-law, aren't you? I really wish that Kaden would have married a nicer woman. I'm doing you guys a favor by looking after your money. Imagine what would have happened if a thief walked into this house right now. They would take this money straight away. You shouldn't leave money lying around like this. I think you're no different to a thief. The money disappears from my table either way. You also need to think about James. He's my precious grandchild. What if he accidentally swallows one of these coins? Leaving the money lying around like this is a safety hazard. I'm looking after all this money for your sake. You should be grateful for me. So you're looking after all that money, right? Thank you so much. Would I be able to have it back when I finish with work then? I can stop by your house on my way home. I'd also like all the other money back that you're looking after for me. I really can't believe it. I was doing you a favor by looking after the money, and now you're trying to steal it all from me? I'm really sorry, but what you're saying isn't making any sense at all. If it's my money, surely there's no problem with me asking for it back from you. You really are the worst kind of person. I can't believe you would try to steal money from an elder like me. Don't you feel bad about doing this at all? This is almost abuse, you know. Is your brain really okay? I don't think it's functioning properly. I'm sorry, but I want to be asking you that. You took all that money from our house, right? You just told me that you were looking after the money for us. That means that money is still mine. I don't remember saying anything like that at all. Would you please stop making up lies like this? You literally just told me that 5 minutes ago. How do you not remember? Scroll up. I really don't like having conversations with you. All your money is my money anyway. You're my daughter-in-law, after all. You can't just take my money because I'm your daughter-in-law. That's not how it works. Oh yeah, there was something else I needed to tell you. What is it this time? I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of money you've managed to save up. I guess the company you work at pays you pretty well. You've been working there for 10 years now, so I guess you got some promotions. Wait, what? I'm still surprised, actually. How does a woman like you manage to save up that much? I really don't understand what you're talking about. Did you take a look at the balance in my bank account? Now that I think about it, I might have been logged into my online banking account on the computer. Well, that doesn't really matter right now, does it? I guess you must work very hard for your company, even though you have a terrible personality. What are you trying to say? I would be very grateful if you could stop entering my house when I'm not home. I don't think I trust you enough, especially after today. It's not like we live together or anything. I would love to have some privacy. I'm going to have to ask for the spare key back. I can't trust you with it anymore. Please return it. How could you say that to me? I'm your mother-in-law. You should be embarrassed of yourself. I am definitely not going to give this key back to you. I really like spending time at your house. You are an abysmal daughter-in-law. I hope that Caden divorces you right this moment. That's it. I've had enough of you. I am not going to waste my time arguing with you anymore. I'm just going to have to ask Caden to talk to you about this. You're such a terrible wife. How could you ask Caden to waste his precious time on a matter like this? He doesn't have time dealing with your stupid problems. I really don't understand why he chose to marry a woman like you. I'm sorry, but I'm not responding to you anymore. I think he's going to be contacting you later today. Caden, I think your mom went into our house without permission again. She's stolen the money we put aside for our living expenses this month. I thought I told you to stop leaving our money on the table.
Wait, what? She came over again and stole our money again? I'm really sorry. I didn't think she would come back again. I was meant to move it this morning, but I totally forgot. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Just make sure that it doesn't happen again. It's not like it's a small amount of change, you know? I also want to talk to your mom about not entering our house without our permission. Could you clearly tell her that she's no longer welcome to come over when she wants to? I only want her coming over when I invite her over, or when she tells me that she's coming in advance.
I've tried to tell her many times before she starts crying and talks about how lonely she is whenever I try to tell her.
How is she lonely? I thought that she lives with her sister and her family right now. She was also the one that decided to live apart from her husband, right? I think she's faking it all just so that she can keep coming inside our house. I just don't see why she needs to come over to our house so often.
It's exactly as you say. I'll try to tell her properly this time around.
She even logged into my computer and took a look inside my online bank account today. She suddenly started talking about my savings and my job. I really think she took things too far this time. It's a breach of my privacy.
Wait, what? She took a look inside your bank account?
Yeah, my bank account. Can you believe it? She logged into my computer without my permission.
Yeah, that's definitely taking things too far. I think we're going to have to ban her from coming over completely. She's going to try to take advantage of us if things keep progressing like this. I'll talk to her about this myself.
Please talk to her about this right away. I don't think I can take this for much longer. I'm really mad at your mom right now. I'm guessing this is all your fault. You were the one that told Caden to do this. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you're trying to say. He told me that he wants me to give back the spare key to your house. You're the one behind this, right? I know that this is the kind of thing that you would do. I thought that I'd told this to you directly the other day. I only asked Caden to tell you as well because I knew that you wouldn't listen to me at all. We're only going to allow you to come over when one of us is home. You wouldn't want us to have to blame you for anything, right? I have no idea what you're talking about. It's wrong for you to even think about blaming me for something in the first place. I've already taken care of everything. What are you talking about? What is there to take care of? This is all happening because of you. I wouldn't have had to do this if you didn't do this to me. You really shouldn't have been so arrogant towards me. You're going to regret this very much. Welcome to hell. Hell? I really don't understand. Tell me what you did. I have no obligation to tell you anything. I won't be stepping foot into your house ever again, so you don't need to worry anymore. I'm finally going to be able to live by myself. I was getting tired of having to live with my daughter and her family. Live by yourself? How do you plan on doing that? You don't have a savings or a source of income. I transferred $200,000 from your bank account into my account. You had so much more savings than I thought, so I decided to buy a house with it. I'll give you all that if it makes you happy. Wait, what? You're not mad at me? Did you already purchase the house? Yeah, of course I did. I found a really nice place and decided to buy it on the spot. I'm planning to purchase it with your savings. We're basically family, so we should be able to use each other's money freely. I'm really grateful for you doing this for me. This is the first time you've been useful to me. How did you go about purchasing the house? I had a little money that my husband left for me when he passed away. The rest of the money I had to borrow. It's okay though. I know that I can pay back the money I borrowed with your savings. I'm just waiting on the bank transfer to go through right now. We're in the countryside, so I can buy a pretty nice house for $200,000. I'm sorry to say this, but the transfer is never going to go through. I have to authenticate any transactions that are done on my online bank account. I realized what you were trying to do on the day you sneaked into our house. I received a notification on my phone asking if I really wanted to transfer $200,000 to an unknown bank account. I disabled the transfer request and called my bank straight away, just to be sure. What are you talking about? I have no idea what you just said. Phone authentication? I'm pretty sure I sent $200,000 to my bank account. I can't believe that you would really try to steal that much money from me. I'm glad that I turned on some extra security measures just in case. What? Security measures? Does that mean the money I sent isn't going to arrive in my bank account? Unfortunately, nothing is going to appear in your bank account from mine. Did you really think it would be that easy to transfer $200,000? I even have a max transfer amount set at $10,000. Even if the transaction went through, you would have only received $10,000. That's still a lot of money though. I'm glad I managed to stop the transaction completely. You're kidding, right? How could you do this to me? What's happened to my $200,000? It's sitting right here in my bank account. My $200,000. There's no way you're ever going to be able to get anywhere near my money ever again. I also have no idea why you thought it would be okay for you to take my money in the first place. Just because you're my mother-in-law, it doesn't give you the right to take all my money. I think there's something seriously wrong with you. There would have been some serious consequences if you had taken my money. You piece of trash! You're such a terrible woman! How could you do this to me? Give me back all my money! That's what I should be saying to you! You've stolen money from our house countless times. It's a lot of money if we add it all up. What am I supposed to do now? I've already purchased my new house. I chose this house that was worth $200,000 because I saw the amount saved up in your bank account. Why did you have to stop the bank transfer that I made? I need the $200,000 in my account so I can pay back all the money that I borrowed to buy the house. I don't have any obligation to provide you with the money to buy a new house. I thought Caden made this clear enough to you. If you cause us any more trouble, we're going to have to cut ties with you completely. He might have said something like that to me a few days ago, but I know he doesn't really mean it. There's no way Caden would make threats like that to me. I'm his mother and he loves me. You're the one that's doing everything wrong. My plan would have been so successful if it weren't for you. Caden is very serious about cutting ties with you. Wait, he's serious? There's no way that he would abandon me. I also heard that you split up with your husband because you spent so much money. Caden's sister moved in with you because she was worried about your spending habits. Why did you have to go out of your way to buy a new house? You already had a place to live and people to look after you. It's because my daughter doesn't give me any pocket money. She only gives me a tiny amount every month. What the hell am I meant to buy with such a tiny amount of money? I thought that I would have much more freedom if I lived alone in the countryside. You guys would all be worried for me and would send me financial support, right? That's just a very ridiculous way to think in the first place. Your daughter was being very kind moving in with you. You should have been grateful for that because we're no longer going to support you at all.
What do you mean by that?
Both me and Caden are tired of you and all the drama that you cause. Trying to steal my entire savings is a crime. We could report you to the police for this.
Stop exaggerating things. We're all family, right? I have every right to use your money.
That's where you're wrong. You don't have any right to use my savings. Just because we're family, it doesn't give you the right to commit crimes. We're going to be complete strangers to each other from now on. Please don't bother us ever again.
What do you even mean by that?
It means both me and Caden are going to cut all ties with you. Look, if you're still not understanding me, maybe there are other issues.
There's no way Caden would allow that to happen. I'm his mother. He's my sweet little boy. You should be the ones we cut ties with.
Actually, he's sitting next to me right now reading all these texts. He just told me that he's going to block your number.
You're not serious, are you?
I think that he's had enough of you as well. You've caused us both enough trouble and stress already.
Is my boy Caden really going to cut ties with me?
Yeah, he seems pretty sure about it. He actually got a job offer from Washington recently. We're going to use this as an opportunity to move to Washington as a family and start a new life over there. It's pretty far from here, so you're not going to be able to see us anymore either.
I know that you're the one that convinced him to move away from here. You're such an evil woman. Also, what's going to happen to me? How am I meant to pay for the house that I just bought?
You're going to have to find a source of income and gradually pay back all the money that you borrowed. I would try to pay it back fast before the interest rates get too high. I have no idea if you're going to be able to find a job that pays that well, though. Not many companies are going to be willing to employ a grandma like you.
I only borrowed the money because I thought I was going to get $200,000 from you. I've used up all the money that I had saved up for the house. What am I meant to do with my life from now on?
Who knows? That's for you to figure out. Your daughter just texted Caden saying that she can no longer look after you. It looks like everyone's had enough of you, and they're all giving up.
I can't believe everyone is abandoning me like this.
Looks like you're going to have to work very hard by yourself for the remainder of your lonely life.
Wait, don't abandon me like this. Surely my lovely grandchild, James, is going to want to see me. A child should grow up with his grandma in his life. Let's try to talk this out and solve everything. I want both of us to be happy. How about you and Caden move in with me? The house I bought is really nice.
You're just going to ask us to pay back all the money that you borrowed to buy the house? It's so obvious you only ever think about yourself. We've already decided that we're going to cut ties with you. We're not changing our minds. Good luck finding a job. You're going to have to work even harder than me now. Veronica refused to give up on me and Caden, even after we severed our ties with her. She constantly sent us messages and calls, begging for forgiveness and another chance. But we had enough of her lies and manipulations. We blocked her number and deleted her from our lives. She also lost the support of her daughter, who kicked her out of her house. Veronica had no place to go, except for the house she bought with the money she stole from us. She realized she made a huge mistake and tried to cancel the purchase, but it was too late. The contract was signed and the money was gone. She had to move into a huge mansion by herself, in a remote area far from the city. She had no friends, no family, no love. She only had a massive debt that she could not afford to pay. She had to find a job after nearly 20 years of retirement. She was old and unskilled, and no one wanted to hire her. She finally realized the gravity of her mistakes, but there was no way to undo them. She faced a long and hard struggle to pay off her debts, with no hope of happiness or freedom. Who knows when she would be free again, or if she ever will?
Thank you for treating us tonight, but wasn't the restaurant lame? I don't see reviews, plus it looks like it's not even on social media. Why did you pick that place, Naima? Sorry, Rebecca. It's been a while since I met you two, so I thought that I would like to eat somewhere nice. What? You thought that place was nice? Are you serious? What do you mean? I'm really happy that you wanted to see us, but could you choose a restaurant that's my level next time? If you don't, I can't be satisfied. You must have good taste in food. Of course I do. I only eat at places that are expensive. I'm not lame like you. I see. Looks like you're a foodie, huh? Yeah, people actually tell me that. Today's food was a disappointment. I mean, the taste was too bland. Oh, I'm sorry for talking shit about the place that you chose, but it was one of the worst places I've ever went to. I'm so sorry about that. Don't worry about it. I just feel bad that you worked so hard to treat us, even though you don't have any money. I'm not poor like you think, you know. No, don't be so hard on yourself, okay? Today I became convinced that you are a poor person who needs money. Excuse me? Your clothes were cheap today and you didn't wear something similar before. I know, because it's so different from my $700 dress. Oh, your dress cost $700? Yep, I make money unlike you. Didn't your brother tell you that I changed my job? I'm working in a clothing company where I really wanted to work. Yeah, Henry told me about it before and also said that you seem really happy and enjoying your life every day. Exactly. I love fashion, plus the salary is pretty good, so I enjoy earning and using it on clothes and food. I'm glad that you're enjoying your life. Oh, sorry. Am I bragging too much? So now you understand, right? I want you to try harder to find somewhere nice, okay?
Hey, sorry about today. Also, Rebecca talked about herself as usual, and also talked shit about the restaurant that you paid for us.
Don't worry about it. She didn't like the food. That's it.
The food was delicious, though. She just wanted to find a reason to be petty. Oh, I have a question to ask you. Does she know that you are the CEO for a new company?
I don't think so. I actually wanted to know that because she called me poor.
What? She said that?
She also said that my clothes were cheap.
Oh my god, seriously?
Yeah, I didn't expect her to say things like that. I thought that you told her about me.
I didn't, because I thought that she knew who the CEO was. I thought that she would introduce herself and talk about her new job at dinner today. But I can't believe that all she did was complain about the food.
Oh, so I guess she really doesn't know about me.
It's kinda late now to tell her.
Yep, I'm not gonna forget about all the things she said about me. If I tell her now, she'll be really embarrassed.
True that. She'll say something like, "Why didn't you tell me that earlier?"
Why don't we not tell her about this? She'll eventually know about this someday, and when she does, let's be mature about it and act like nothing happened.
Good idea. I'll keep a close eye on her. Anyways, I'm so sorry about today. She's on cloud 9.
I mean, as a CEO, I'm glad that she has been enjoying her job, but just make sure that she realizes who I am someday, okay?
Yep, definitely. See you next time.
Next time is the wedding, right? I can't wait. Naima, sorry to say this, but would it be okay for you to leave? What? Don't you know by looking at this place, I used a lot of money on flowers for the decorations because this has been my dream. The venue and the decorations are very beautiful. This must be the perfect wedding for you, right? If you think so, then don't decide to come with that cheap-ass dress. Because you're ruining it already. What the hell were you thinking? Does it look that cheap? It's simple, but it's a pretty pricey dress, so I thought it was perfect to wear today. It's not, so that's why I'm asking you to leave. Your bag and accessory look cheap also. It's kind of obvious that you're poor. Poor. Me. I know that you tried to hide it from everyone, but it's obvious to me. I'm a person who uses a lot of money, so I know what's real and what's fake. Yours is just cheap. I just told you that the dress was pricey and thought it was perfect to wear today. You don't know anything, do you? What do you mean? I know everything. Why are you being so cocky? Oh, I was right about your dress being cheap. How many times do I need to tell you that this dress is not cheap? Yeah, whatever. To me it's cheap, but it's expensive for you, right? Just my opinion. Sorry. Excuse me? To me, expensive dress needs to cost at least $3,000, but for a poor person like you, I guess 200, right? Rebecca, no matter what I say, you want to say I'm poor, right? What? Isn't it true, though? Your dress is cheap, and you took us to a restaurant that was lame. Even though I ask Henry, he won't say where you work, because I bet he's really embarrassed. What? I asked him the day we went to dinner, but he looked like he didn't want to tell me and even tried to lie to me a few times. This is when I knew that you have a low-payment job. I see. That might be the reason that you think I'm poor. You are. So why don't you just leave already? Poor people like you don't belong here.
Do you seriously not know who she is?
Henry?
I've given you clues, haven't I? You still haven't figured it out yet. Your stupidity and attitude is disgusting.
Disgusting. Wait, is this really Henry?
Yes, name is brother. I was wondering where she was since she won't come to the dressing room, and what the hell is this? Kicking out my sister.
She came with a cheap-ass dress, so that's why. I made a lot of effort for this wedding.
Cheap-ass dress, huh? You also called my sister poor for other reasons too, right? I don't think that the dress is the issue.
I just hate poor people like her, okay? There, I said it.
So you like rich people, right? If you do, you should be liking my sister. She's a CEO of a clothing company, so she should have a lot of money.
What? CEO of a clothing company?
Huh. Looks like you don't know anything. So I'll just say it to you. Who you wanted to kick out of the wedding is the CEO of your company.
Wait. What? You're lying, right?
Why would I lie about that?
Because it's not possible. A CEO wearing something cheap. Are you kidding me?
I've given clues to you to see if you'll notice. Haven't I shown you a video clip of her being interviewed? I thought you knew by now.
Wait, yes, I saw that video clip. I thought it was her twin or something.
Twin?
I just didn't think it was her because she was wearing makeup. You know how they say that there are 3 people in the world who look exactly like you? I thought it was that.
You still didn't know. Wow.
Why didn't you just tell me?
I was just being nice so you won't be embarrassed.
What?
I wanted to tell you, but it was too late because you were calling her poor and also complaining that the restaurant she treated us to was lame. Think about it. How would you feel if I told you after you said that to her? Probably embarrassed, right?
Oh, about that.
So that's why I wanted you to find out by yourself. If you found out and apologized, there wouldn't be any problems.
For real?
Yeah, but you didn't realize until now, and even tried to kick her out. I'm really pissed now. I know that people have someone they hate, but trying to kick out a family member who I love is a totally different story.
I'm sorry.
My sister was really happy for our wedding. She wanted to be cool with you, so that's why she invited us to dinner. The place that you said was lame is actually a newly opened restaurant by a 3 Michelin star chef, and since it's private, only valued clients are allowed. It's also very expensive.
What? Really?
It seems like you told her that the taste was too bland. Are you serious? You don't know anything about food.
OMG. What should I do? I'm so screwed for telling my CEO to leave. Do you think I can talk to Naima? I want to apologize.
Sorry to say this, but it's too late, because she left, leaving her phone with me.
She went home? Really?
I mean, you told her to go home, so she knew that once you find out, you'll beg me to talk to her, but she doesn't want to, so that's why she left the phone.
OMG, she's pissed at me. I can't believe what I did to her.
I know you're panicking now, but I want to talk about the wedding. I want to cancel it. So let's go apologize to everyone.
What? Cancel?
Of course. I can't marry someone who has the nerve to kick out my sister, who I love, with stupid reasons. I'm done.
No, please!
Take off your dress and get ready to go home.
Wait, no! I want to hold the wedding, so please don't cancel it!
There is no reason to marry you, so you better regret everything that you said to her.
The next day. Hi, Naima. I don't know where to start, but I'm so sorry for everything that I said to you yesterday. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. It's okay. I learned that everything that I wear looks cheap because I'm plain Jane. No, that's not what I meant. The dress didn't look cheap at all. It was just the lighting. Okay. I really want to apologize to you. Please don't fire me. My wedding got canceled, plus Harry dumped me. Don't worry about that. I'm not going to fire you for this reason. For real? I can still work there. Thank you so much. Yes, but be prepared to be relegated, okay? What? Since you said a lot of shit to me, I was wondering how your attitude is at work, so I did some research and, yeah. Wow. Did some research? Looks like you look down on people, and it seems like you have an attitude with the subcontractors and partner employees, right? I heard a lot of terrible things that you did and said, which pissed me off. So unprofessional. Oh, I was happy to hear that you enjoy working here, but I don't want you to misunderstand that working here doesn't mean that you are superior. You're just a person who is selling my brand just like everyone else. Understood. I'm so sorry to have an attitude towards everybody. I'll change for the better. If you want to do that, then why don't you actually work at the place where you look down on? See how hard people work there. You should learn from them. What? I need to go there? It's okay if you don't want to go there. I mean, if you don't listen to me, that means you disobeyed the boss and it'll be a good reason to be fired. What? Do you have a good reason to not go there? I don't think so. Okay, I'll work there from next week. I'm actually busy now, so I gotta go. See you next week. Rebecca and Henry had a family meeting and ended up getting divorced, and she had to pay the wedding cancellation fees. She begged if he could see her next year to see how she'd changed and possibly take her back, but he said no. She's doing her best at her new job, but because of what she'd done, everyone is giving her the cold shoulder. I don't know how she'll end up next year, but I want her to not give up.